Start.
Have you wondered that who makes the important laws and decisions in our country? Good morning, one and all present here. Today, I, Shalu, student of Sri Kashmir School, is here to brief you about Parliament. Parliament is the legislative body of our country that comprises of the President and two houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Today, we are going to look at how Lok Sabha functions in the parliamentary assembly. Lok Sabha, as per the provisions of Article 79, is the lower house of the parliament, which consists of the representatives elected by the direct election on the basis of adult suffrage. Across the globe, parliament in any nation have the powers to abolish the existing law, change the old abolished law with a new one, amend the existing law, and create new laws. To understand the functioning of Lok Sabha in parliament in better way, we the students of Sri Kashmir School are presenting a mock assembly session. We have the ruling party on the right side and on the other hand we have the oppositional party. So, without delaying the time, let's begin with the session with national anthem.
Madam Speaker, let me introduce you to the member of Parliament present here. First, we have the leader of ruling party, Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Kush Kamboj. Second, Ms. Anushka, holding the Ministry of Defense. Third, Yogita, holding the Ministry of Home Minister. Fourth, Herman Kamboj, holding the Ministry of Health and Care. Fifth, Anika, holding the Ministry of Education. Last but not the least, Manroop, holding the Ministry of Infrastructure. Madam Speaker, let us begin with the session of 2024 and 25.
I rise to inform the House that today we have a questionnaire by the oppositional party and a majority party. We have a oppositional party who has some questions regarding the current problems going in a nation, and I request every cabinet member to maintain silence and the discipline. So let's begin with the questionnaire.
First, we have one man from opposition.
Madam Speaker, I would like to ask question to the ruling party, to the defense minister. As we all know that China is increasing its defense power and also setting its naval base in the countries like Bangladesh, Sri Lanka and of course in Pakistan. Don't you think it is a threat for India?
Speaker Madam, as the Defence Minister, I acknowledge that China's increasing defence power and establishment of naval bases is indeed a concern. However, our government is also taking strategic steps to ensure national security. We are engaging in diplomatic efforts with our neighbors to promote regional stability. We are also strengthening our own defence capabilities. With our efforts and investments, India's indigenous defense manufacturing prison reforms focuses on enhancing the security protocol, restricting any unauthorized communication, and making sure that those convicted with serious offense do not abuse the privileges given to them.
Next we have Harvind Kaur from opposition.
स्पीकर मैडम, मेरा प्रश्न है स्वास्थ्य मंत्री को कि इन्होंने कोरोना के नाम पर बहुत सारा फंड इकट्ठा किया है, पर बहुत से गांव और कस्बे ऐसे हैं जहां पर इनकी वैक्सीन अब तक नहीं पहुंची। सरकार की इस सुविधा का लोगों को कोई फायदा नहीं है। मेरा प्रश्न ये है कि फिर वो पैसा कहाँ गया?
स्पीकर मैडम, विपक्ष आपको जो भी बताया है वह सब झूठ है। विपक्ष स्पीकर मैडम, विपक्ष हम पर झूठा इल्जाम लगा रहा है। इन्होंने आपको जो भी बताया है वह सब झूठ है। हमारे आंकड़ों के अनुसार 90% लोगों को वैक्सीन लग गई है।
हाँ हाँ, लगती है, कागजों में लगती है।
स्पीकर मैडम, कागजों में नहीं लगी, असलियत में लग गई है।
साथ ही साथ सत्रों में भी लगती है।
कृपया शांति बनाए रखें।
स्पीकर मैडम, इस आंकड़े को बढ़ाने के लिए हमने अपनी टीमों को स्कूलों में भी भेजा है, जहां पर जाकर वह विद्यार्थियों तथा शिक्षकों को भी वैक्सीन लगा रहे हैं। हमने अपनी टीमों को दूर दराज के गांव और इलाकों में भी भेजा है, जहां पर जाकर वह लोगों को कोरोना वैक्सीन के फायदे बताकर उन्हें कोरोना वैक्सीन लगा रहे हैं और उन्हें कोरोना से बचने के तरीके भी बता रहे हैं।
महोदय, मेरा दूसरा प्रश्न इनसे यह है कि आज के समय में सड़कों पर बहुत सारे एक्सीडेंट देखे जा रहे हैं, जिनके दो बड़े कारण हैं। पहला, सरकार का बेकार ट्रैफिक सिस्टम और दूसरा, सड़कों पर घूमते हुए जानवर। एक्सीडेंट के बाद उन लोगों को अच्छी सुविधा भी प्राप्त नहीं हो रही।
स्पीकर मैडम, इस परिस्थिति को देखते हुए हमने 112 नंबर का परिचय किया है। यदि इस नंबर पर कोई भी व्यक्ति हमें संपर्क करता है, तो हमारी टीम वहां तुरंत पहुंचकर उस व्यक्ति की मदद करेगी और उसके परिवार को 1 लाख रुपए का मुआवजा भी देगी। जहां तक बात रही सरकारी अस्पताल की, तो सरकारी अस्पताल में इलाज को अच्छा बनाने के लिए हमने बहुत सारे नए सर्जिकल उपकरण भी मंगाए हैं और बहुत सारी नई तकनीक की मशीनें भी मंगाई हैं, जो कि सरकारी अस्पताल में इलाज को अच्छा बनाने के लिए सरकार की मदद करेंगी और लोगों को सरकारी अस्पताल में अच्छे से अच्छा इलाज मिलेगा। और हमने एम्बुलेंस की संख्या भी बढ़ा दी है और अपने ट्रैफिक लाइट सिस्टम को और बेहतरीन कर दिया है, जो कि एक्सीडेंट की संख्या को कम करने में सरकार की मदद करेगा।
Next, Gurleen from the opposition.
Speaker Madam, my first question is to Education Minister that why their government policies are lagging in education. They have got 99 crore 300 rupees. Where they have utilized that money?
Speaker ma'am, they don't have correct information. We have launched midday meal scheme in schools. Due to this, more and more, especially poor children, are taking admission in schools. Due to this, attendance has been improved and they are regular to their schools. Speaker ma'am, in schools, we have also introduced Educate method, which includes both education plus entertainment. By this method, students will not consider studies as boring.
Speaker Madam, my second question again goes to Education Minister that why the papers are getting leaked. We can take the example of NEET and IIT. They require strong security. What their government policies are doing regarding this?
Speaker ma'am, recently who leaked the papers are behind the bars. We have already taken action regarding this.
In your dreams.
A request to all the members to maintain silence and the laws.
First you listen to the whole thing, then speak. Inquiry Commission is trying to find out who has leaked the papers. We also know
Speaker Madam, here my first question goes to Infrastructure Ministry of ruling party. We appraise that government is increasing the network of roads and highways, but one thing they are not concerned about increasing waterlogging due to construction of roads, as the roads are not strong enough to last for long.
Speaker ma'am, I understand the concern about waterlogging. We are aware that rapid infrastructure can sometimes lead to issues like waterlogging, especially during heavy rains. To solve this, we are implementing drainage system along the same road. We are going to design a structure that withstand various challenges and last long than the standard design. Then we are going to implement a number in which people can call on that number if any road is broken, so that we repair it on time until the damage increases more.
Speaker Madam, my next question is, the cut is incapable of rendering proper and regular electricity in remote areas.
As due to natural calamities, the electricity gets short. So now we are thinking to operate gadgets that saves electricity and less electricity is used. For example, solar panels. So that in this way everyone will get electricity. Developing small localized power grids powered by renewable to reach remote areas. We are going to partnership with industries to adopt energy saving technologies. Building programs for energy efficient programs, appliances and home improvement that reduce electricity consumption.
As you have seen that how Lok Sabha functions in the Parliamentary Assembly, where in every meeting the oppositional party comes forward with some problems and questions regarding the ongoing problems going in the nation to the ruling party. This ensures that no ruling party can do unfair deeds in the nation, and we have someone who look after this. Hope you have acquired some knowledge about the functioning of Lok Sabha from our mock assembly session. Thank you for being the part of our audience.